Saul, this is like you're fighting 8 or 9 time zones away from your hometown. How's the week gone? How in terms of just getting up to speed?
You know what? It's a few time zones away from the UK, but I've been over in the US now for like the past 3 months.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm more than climatized. I've been staying at Florida because I've been fighting out of Hard Knocks recently. So it's only a couple hours away, so it's not been too bad to adjust to the time. I had one rough night's sleep, and now I'm good. Slept like a baby last night.
Why did you decide to start training in Florida?
I've got a great team back at home at SPG Manchester, but I just feel like the level I'm at the minute, I need to just to be kind of surrounded by a bit more variety of guys who are going to push me on a daily basis and take me to that next level.
And do you feel that this has paid off in this training camp? Like, what's maybe new or different that you're not afraid to share with us?
You know what? I did my last training camp there, and I felt amazing in my fight. I've done this one again, and it's more of the same. I'm improving every single fight. I'm not a guy who gets complacent and gets comfortable. All the momentum and all the work I did last fight, I've just improved and built on that every single time. So again, you're just going to be seeing more of the same. A dominant, young, hungry fighter, you know what I mean, coming to take out his guy.
What did you, when Bellator came to you with the idea of participating in the featherweight tournament, what were your initial thoughts?
You know what? When the tournament I've been with Bellator a while. We just had a few issues with me attaining my visa, which they got done and dusted for me, and kind of opponents. You know, I've been matched up a couple of times and guys pulling out and all that other kind of rubbish. So I'd not fought. Then they announced a tournament, so I was kind of panicking a little bit because I was thinking I'm relatively unknown to Bellator. I'd not had a chance to fight yet for Bellator, and the tournament was coming out, so I was feeling like I hadn't quite solidified my place in the tournament. I finally got the matchup on the Birmingham card, went out there, put on a great performance, dominated a good up-and-coming fighter, and that was it. They sent me a message saying, we want you in the tournament the very next day after the fight, and I was like, bingo, this is it now, this is my time.
And this is, I mean, you're kind of leading into this, but this is like your opportunity to show what you can do. This is, if you make a run in this tournament, that's something that's pretty big for your legacy. Do you think about stuff like that, or is that just something we reporters think about?
That's all I've been thinking about. You know, people are asking me about, what we do with $1 million and this and this. Like, honestly, I couldn't give a shit about it. That's the second thought in my mind. I mean, when that money comes, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to be turning it away. But at the minute, I'm just so grateful to finally be get the recognition I deserve. You know, you guys know I've been around a long time. I've been on the scene a long time. I've beat some good guys. Everyone knows where I should kind of be. So for Bellator and Scott Coker to believe in me and give me this opportunity, I've seized it with everything I've got, and I'm going to grab it with both hands. And I feel like after this tournament, people will finally give me the respect I deserve and put me as one of the best fighters in the world. And again, that's going to solidify my legacy and my mark I want to leave on this earth. That's real important to me.
Now, your opponent, Daniel, is also a guy who's a veteran, who's done a lot of things in the sport. And he actually gave us the exact same answer about, hey, the money, maybe that comes later. It's the legacy that matters. What are your thoughts on Daniel? Do you respect that he's another guy who's been through the wars, or what are your general impressions on him?
You know what? I've never had any hate, any animosity to any guy I've fought. I mean, I might go and kind of talk my talk, and I'm a very confident guy, and I'll say what I want to do in a fight. But again, I've seen him around. He's very respectful. He's been around a long time, so I respect him. I respect him as a mixed martial artist. I respect him for how long he's been in the sport and what he's done in the sport. And yeah, there's no bad blood between us. But that cage door shuts on Saturday night, and that's it. Kill or be killed for me. He's taking food out of my kid's mouth, and I'm going out there to put on a performance.
Stylistically, what are your thoughts on Daniel? How do you feel you match up?
I feel I match up well against him. Again, there's no easy guys in this tournament, so it's like there's no guys you can say, oh, his ground shit or his stand-up this. Everyone's very well versed. Everyone's great in all areas. I just feel like I'm better.
So an interesting thing Bellator is doing is that at the end of the night, they're going to have the draw for the second round. Have you let yourself think at all, like, do you go after the title shot right away? Do you strategize if you have the opportunity to do it, do you strategize, like, what date do you fight? What are your thoughts there?
You know what? I like the way, I've heard about what they're doing. I like the way they're doing it. I've not put too much kind of thought and energy into it. I mean, I thought a little bit of, right, I'd like this fight or I'd like this fight, but again, we're only halfway through the tournament, so on my night, I've still got so many guys you don't want to know, so it's pointless me putting energy into something that's not materialised yet. I've got one objective in mind, is beating my guy on Saturday night. Everything else will come after. Do you get what I mean? If I'm focused on title fights, if I'm focused on money, if I'm focused on belts, I'm just literally focused on one thing, beating my guy, and that's it, moving on to the next stage, beating him, moving on. So again, I don't want to look too far into the future. I just want to focus on what I've got on Saturday night, go out there, dominate, and then I can sit back, see who's left in the tournament, and pickings from there.